and welcome to Griffon Update. I'm Brooke Anderson.
And I'm Tommy Marshall. Griffon Update is our student-produced digital magazine show bringing you news, sports, and information from Missouri Western State University and the surrounding region.
During each program, we will present an in-depth look at the people, places, and events that make Missouri Western and the Northwest region of Missouri a great place to call home. On
today's show, we'll take you on a tour of what Family Weekend looks like here at Missouri Western State University.
We'll also give you the inside scoop on a new local restaurant that's putting a unique spin on a classic dish.
And of course, Amari Martin will join us for her sports report.
But first, let's learn more about a $1 million grant that Missouri Western's biology department has been awarded.
Whoa, $1 million?
That's right. Reporter Jesse Edson has the story.
$1 million bacteria has taken over Missouri Western's biology department. A group of researchers has been granted over $1.1 million by the National Science Foundation to conduct research. This is the largest grant in the university's history. For students like Shelby Herner, who have worked on this project, the grant provides recognition for the hard work they've done.
It makes me feel really accomplished. That's a really cool thing that I'm part of a program that is so outgoing and so on the cutting edge of everything, and I'm just an undergraduate student. I'm not even a graduate student yet, and I'm already doing stuff that no one else has ever done before. So
the research is being headed by Todd Echtel and Jeffrey Poet. The two are leading a team of students who will be continuing research into the field of synthetic biology.
And synthetic biologists, ourselves included, make large collections of parts, DNA parts, genes, and elements that control how genes function. And then they mix and match those parts together to build biological devices that have various kinds of applications.
The team has been venturing into unknown territory since 2006.
So the things that we're doing have never been done by anybody in the world before. We are doing original research, trying to discover riboswitches that are new to the world in terms of understanding and using, and then we're going to use them for the purposes that we have in mind.
The project would not be possible if it were not for the hard work of students who have been with the research for the past 10 years.
A lot of credit to the students that were involved in the research before. So as I mentioned earlier, NSF doesn't give people money unless they trust that they're going to make good use of it. And so we would not have gotten this money were it not for the excellent work by years of previous participants in this project, undergraduate students that generated scientific information that allowed us to publish papers, that gave us credibility that we're able to do this kind of work.
Students also receive hands-on experience they can take past their undergraduate career.
The experience of students has been incredible so far. We've done this for 10 years. These students come out of their undergraduate with experiences that are similar to what people get in grad school, and it makes them highly competitive for the most highly competitive grad schools if that's where they want to go, or for medical programs, or if they want to become a high school teacher, it gives them experiences that they can share with their students of what it's like to work in a real research environment.
it's a different experience when you actually are there and you have a one-on-one with a professor who knows what you're doing, and he helped a lot.
This is Jesse Edson for Griffon Update.
Thanks, Jesse. The research will continue for at least the next 3 years with a new group of students providing a fresh perspective every semester. Hey Tommy, when was the last time you saw your parents?
Last weekend, actually.
Nice. Like most college students, I'm busy all the time, and sadly, I just don't have that much time to see my parents. But that's exactly why Missouri Western hosts a family weekend. Reporter Jesse Johnson has the story.
Here at Missouri Western, Family Weekend is a treasured tradition. Students have the opportunity to show their families their home away from home while enjoying the activities the campus has to offer.
I think it's just a great opportunity for us to invite family members and friends of our students back to campus. So, it's important that they feel like they are a part of their students' lives on campus.
I think family plays a big role, and it would be hard because I'm 5 hours away from home, so it would be hard to get through the year without a support system.
Activities are everywhere across campus during Family Weekend. There's a family lunch barbecue, carnival games, and the always popular activity of tailgating. There's plenty to keep the whole family busy before the big football game starts.
Yeah, we missed the barbecue.
That's okay.
Late.
That's all right. Did you guys go into the carnival?
We did.
Play some games?
Yeah, the smoothies were good.
Some of the festivities had to be held inside this year due to the unexpected weather that we have been experiencing, but that didn't stop any of the fun.
We had so much rain Monday and Tuesday and Thursday actually, so.
Despite the weather concerns, the weekend will conclude with an exciting Griffon football game. For Griffon Update, I'm Jessie Johnson.
Thanks, Jesse. That looks like it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it made me want to give my parents a call. Actually, while I do that, we're going to take a short break and be right back.
I'm very sorry.
Please don't say that. Please don't say that.
Your brother suffered critical head trauma, extensive cerebral hemorrhaging. We did everything we could. I'm sorry we couldn't save him.
It's all my fault. Shouldn't have driven.
You should have left the driving to someone else. The test showed a significant level of alcohol in your blood. We've contacted your family. They should be arriving shortly.
Welcome back. So Tommy, how do you feel about ramen noodles?
I eat them so much.
That's healthy for you. For others like Tommy who eat them every day, you'll definitely want to check out Komatsu Ramen. Reporter Tanner Cobb has the story and can tell us more.
Komatsu Ramen is a brand new ramen noodle restaurant that's located at 724 Felix Street in downtown St. Joseph. It's been open for around a month now, and I went down there with an exclusive first look at the franchise and what it means for the great community in the St. Joseph area.
Yeah, actually we have two restaurants here. One is a fresh oyster bar that has high-end cheese plates, charcuterie plates, shrimp cocktail, chicken liver mousse, a whole bunch of just really fun stuff. And then over here we have ramen bowls, pork belly buns, steak buns, chicken buns, and some shaved ice, and full bar on both sides, cocktail. It's good stuff.
It's fun. It's nice having a different kind of cuisine in St. Joe, just because it's cool to diversify and get out of the whole, like franchise restaurant kind of thing. Something locally owned, something unique. It's what this town needs, especially downtown. It's awesome.
Ramen's awesome. If you've ever had ramen, it's traditional ramen is one of the most enjoyable experiences you'll ever have in a single bowl, my friend.
So there you have it. Komatsu Ramen is a very up-and-going restaurant that is just awesome. You should all go check it out if you're ever in the area. You heard it here on Griffon Update. This is Tanner Cobb.
Thanks, Tanner. That definitely looks like my kind of restaurant.
Komatsu Ramen is located in downtown St. Joseph at 724 Felix Street. So guess what, Tommy?
What?
It's fall, and you know what that means?
Pumpkin spice?
Close. It's pumpkin patch season. All across the St. Joseph area, pumpkin patches are opening for business. I actually got the chance to talk with one business owner about what he has in store for the season. Pumpkins, hayrides, and hot apple cider. You know what that means? Fall is here again, and many businesses in St. Joe and the surrounding areas are finding ways to celebrate the season. As for students, if you're looking for something festive to do, head down to Hunt's Orchard, where fall is around every corner.
Right now we're getting ready for the pumpkin rides, and this weekend we're hoping it'll be a big weekend for the kids and everybody to get to go out to the pumpkin patch, and we've got several activities for them to do while they're here.
The orchard recently went through a change of ownership, but that hasn't affected their business in any way. In fact, Miller explains that business has been going well for them, and he hopes to see it pick up more throughout the month of October, when the orchard will host a variety of activities.
All trying to learn the new ropes, and it's been going relatively well for a bunch of new people.
It's a nice, relaxed, friendly atmosphere to work in, and it's lots of fun to learn about the apples and different types of fruit.
The orchard grows many of their own products, such as the Jonathan apples that are used to make their famous hot apple cider, a recipe passed down from the previous owners. Other products found on their shelves range from jams to cheeses to pumpkins and popcorn.
Right now, we make cider once a week, and that seems to be a lot of people come in for the cider. And of course, we have a lot of varieties. The apple's ready right now, and of course the pumpkins, and we sell jerky, a little bit of variety of all the garden stuff we can get local.
Hunt's Orchard prides itself on being family-oriented. They want their customers to leave with a smile on their face and memories to share with friends.
I hope that you're more friendly and they want to, come back and see us because we appreciate them coming in.
Well, we want it to be a fun family atmosphere for all the kids and stuff, and hopefully they all enjoy it. Hopefully like it and come back.
If hayrides, mazes, and delicious apple cider doesn't get you in the mood for fall, I'm afraid that nothing will. To find out how you can join in on the fun, visit Hunt's Orchard on Facebook or just stop by. Reporting for Griffon Update, I'm Brooke Anderson.
I can taste that apple cider now. For directions on how to get to Hunt's Orchard or for ticket information, call 816-475-4103.
Well, not only is it pumpkin patch season, but it's Renaissance season as well. It's getting that time of the semester where stress levels are high and we just need to relax.
I hear ya. Well, I can't think of a better way than going to the Kansas City Renaissance Festival. Executive producer Heather Gronke has the story.
Of the current 165 booths and 13 stages, this is but one of the many attractions guests get to enjoy at Kansas City's annual Renaissance Festival. Not only are the performances eye-catching attractions, but the characters are as well. A fair filled with such colorful and bubbly actors, it comes as no surprise that audience participation is welcomed and even encouraged.
You can be whatever you want, and everyone fits in. Like if you're dressed normally, you're the weirdo.
A tradition since 1977, the Renaissance Festival features over 150 various vendors' work, many of whom sell their crafts and artwork.
And I am more of a crafter, so I appreciate when people come to this fair and support us. It's a business. Without them, we wouldn't be here.
The greatest thing about the Renaissance Festival, however, are not the little shops, but the oasis it can be for people who just need to get away and have a little fun. Renaissance employee Mindy Wilson explains this in further detail.
You get to kind of come outside of yourself, and you get to see and play and just allow yourself to relax and have fun.
What's more fun than throwing an axe? These attendees got to relieve a lot of stress and have a good time by throwing either an axe, star, or knife.
I got one!
Everyone was having a good time, from the players to the friends and family who were cheering them on. Renaissance attendee Christian Wise shared with me his thoughts on the axe throw and just the Renaissance Festival in general.
It was pretty difficult. I thought it'd be easier, seeing everybody else do it. I love the tomato throwing. That's probably my favorite thing here.
That's a brand new hat, you scumbag!
This gentleman, Ryan Lilly, hurls insults while you throw tomatoes at him.
We know you didn't go to college on an athletic scholarship. No, I did not. I like the energy that people get when they see people doing something fun. Give them a round of applause!
There was even the almighty test of strength, which was a lot harder than it looks. Last but not least, there were elephant and camel rides.
Camel ride!
The Elephant Page was a pretty big attraction as adults and kids alike were eager to take a ride. Sure, the attractions are a good time and all, but the many different actors that you encounter while down there are really what make your experience one to remember, as they truly love interacting with people and they want to make the experience as special as they can for you.
Everyone has something that they can laugh about, and if you can find that, you get to have a moment, and that's the best part, Honestly, it is.
So take a day and escape to the Renaissance Festival. You're guaranteed a good time. For Griffon Update, this has been Heather Gronke reporting.
Wow, now that looks like a good way to release some stress.
Oh yeah, I'd totally dominate that axe throw.
Oh, I bet.
Hi guys, I'm pretty sure I could beat both of you guys at that.
Hello, Amari. What's been going on with Missouri Western sports?
After this quick break, I'll catch us up on the volleyball team and the football team.
At Missouri Western, it's on us.
It's on us, all of us, to take responsibility and stop sexual assault.
To create a campus environment where everyone is safe and feels safe.
To realize that ending sexual assault is not an individual endeavor,
but a collective effort.
To understand that it affects not only students, but faculty and staff members alike.
At Missouri Western, we take action.
It's on us to look out for each other and not look the other way.
We step up and say something.
We support survivors. We are going to be a part of the solution and not the problem.
It's on us to intervene and take responsibility.
So take action because we can and will make a difference.
At Missouri Western,
it's on us
to put an end to sexual assault.
Begin by taking the pledge at itsonus.org.
Welcome back to Griffon Update Sports. I'm your host, Amari Martin. After suffering 2 back-to-back losses, the Griffons came back home in Week 5 and dominated Northeastern Oklahoma State. Check out these highlights. After an upset loss in Oklahoma, the Griffons came back home and bounced back with a blowout win to Northeastern State. The Griffons got on the board first. Quarterback Skylar Windmiller dishes the ball off to wide receiver Jesse Dickens for a 53-yard touchdown. The Griffs took the lead early 7-0. Western secondary had a great night as defensive back Ray Winters grabs the interception and nobody's catching him as he takes it all the way to the house. The Griffs were up 38-0 before the Riverhawks responded with a touchdown. Meanwhile, the Griffon defense showed us why they're ranked number 2 in rushing defense, forcing 4 turnovers, 3 interceptions, and a fumble. The Riverhawks were not happy about that as the Griffons dominated and took over the game 45-14. The Griffons will face Pitt State in their next home match. Amari Martin, Griffon Update Sports. Griffon volleyball was back at home this week facing rival Northwest Missouri State. I reported live at this game. Check out the girls in action. Griffon volleyball took on rival Northwest Missouri State, but fell short to the Bearcats in all 3 sets. In the first set, the Griffons fell behind, trailing 17-10. The Griffs tied it up 17-17, but the Bearcats responded and took set 1. In the final 2 sets, the Griffons fought to take the lead, going on a 3-0 run, but couldn't manage to come out on top. The Griffs are 12-7 overall and 4-3 in the conference. Amari Martin, Griffon Update Sports. Head football coach Jerry Partridge celebrated his 20th season coaching football for the Griffons. Reporter Anthony Crane spoke with Coach Partridge about his journey as a Griffon.
It's a great day to be a Griffon, man. Yeah. Missouri Western. Yes. You guys are MIAA.
Jerry Partridge has been around football his entire life, growing up a coach's son and eventually playing his college football here at Missouri Western. He made a few stops at different colleges after graduating, but in 1997 he became the head coach here at Missouri Western State University. During his time here, many things have changed, from locker rooms to the biggest video board in Division II football. During his tenure here, he has won 2 conference championships. In the 2012 season, they were able to clinch their MIAA title in Maryville, Missouri, home of rival Northwest Missouri State. Missouri Western isn't always recognized as a Division II powerhouse, but one thing that Partridge and his staff has always been able to do is mold players into NFL-caliber athletes.
We had a numerous great player. We've had, 12 to 15 that have been at least NFL helmets. So it's fun to see those kind of guys. I mean, there's been some great ones, like you said, David and Mike, and Mike and Greg Zerline, and Reggie Jordan and Travis, and all those different kids that have gotten those opportunities to at least have a shot to play in their level, that level. Roger Allen, Gian Robinson, there's just different kids that have played in NFL.
Family has always been an important part of Coach Partridge's life. The two went hand in hand for most of his children's lives, spending hours at the facilities with their father. Partridge was eventually able to coach his son here at Missouri Western. Travis played quarterback for his father, and his daughter Lindsay played volleyball for the Griffons. One thing is for certain, the coach is still as passionate about coaching today as he was 20 years ago, and he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
As long as they'll have me, I'll probably keep going until I lose my energy. I hope we keep winning enough that'll keep me next year. That's always the goal, you know.
His players describe him in a variety of ways.
He's definitely passionate.
You going businessful?
You're done.
He's businessful.
Businessful.
Yeah. Yes,
You went
it's
like
a word.
Business
Business.
oriented, business
Serious?
serious.
When it's a businessful day, he's businessful.
Okay.
He's intense.
Dedicated.
Spontaneous.
Don't let him fool you, though. He has a funny side to him.
And when he was in the tubs because of his Achilles, and so he was like just in there, and that was the last person that people expected to be in the tubs, seeing Coach P with no shirt on in swim trunks.
I tweeted about going to Vegas this summer with him, and I actually invited him to Vegas. I don't know if he wanted to go or not, but he put some laughing faces.
I think inside he wanted to go. I don't think he could though.
I think Twitter's probably his funniest thing. Last year during the Royals playoff run, and they had all those extra inning games, I had tweeted something the night before a game at like midnight because they were playing so late, and he tweeted back and was like, "You need to go to bed." I was like, "Yes, sir." You know.
And this is Anthony Crane for Griffon Update Sports.
For more information on Griffon Athletics, check out gogriffons.com.
Thanks, Amari. Well, that brings us to the end of our program. You can watch our show on MWSU TV Channel 12.
You can also catch us on the Griffon Update Vimeo and YouTube channels and on the Missouri Western Student Media homepage.
For all of us here at Griffon Update, thank you for watching.